Hi students, in this video we are going to see about aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids, and basically in this video I am going to explain about the IUPACs for aldehydes, ketones and acids. We are going to see IUPAC. Okay, now let us start. Aldehydes, basically it consists of R, C double bond O, H, means it is aldehyde. And its IUPAC end with Al. Okay, R C double bond O H. R C double bond O R. Okay, I will write it as R dash. So R and R dash can be equal, or it could be, it is same or it is different. Okay, but whenever you have C double bond O, on either side you have R, then it is called ketone. Ketones. R, C double bond O, R dash is nothing but ketones. R CHO is aldehyde, R C double bond O R is nothing but ketone. These two are called carbonyl compounds. Okay, either aldehyde or ketone is said to be carbonyl compounds. Suppose you have, say, R C double bond O OH, then it is called acid. It will end with oic acid. Methanoic, ethanoic, propanoic, anyway we are going to see in detail. Okay, so R C double bond O you can see common in three places, right? R C double bond O H aldehyde, R C double bond O R is ketone, it should end with ONE. Okay, and R C double bond O OH is acid. Actually aldehydes and ketones are called carbonyl compounds. Okay, carbonyl compounds. And acid is different. Okay, now let us see how to name IUPAC. HCHO. So how many carbon atoms are there? Only one. What is the root word? Methane. Methane. Cut E, write Al, because it is aldehyde, should end with al. So methanol, HCHO is nothing but methanol. CH3, CHO. How many carbon atoms are there? 2. What is the root word? Ethane, right? Eth basically. Ethane, cut E, introduce Al. So ethanol. CH3, CH2, CHO. Propanol. 3 carbon atoms. Root word is prop and it is aldehyde. So it is propanol. So now I will go to the switch on to bond line formula. Try these names. Okay, now how to name the fourth one? What is the longest carbon chain? Longest carbon chain is one, 2, 3, 4. So it is 4, right? So it is butanol, correct? Always the CHO is going to be 1 because it contains carbon. CHO contains carbon, so always it is going to be 1. Now go to the fifth one. Now how will you name this? This should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Hexanal, right? Hexanal. Hexane, you have to remove E and put Al. So it is hexanal. Now see the sixth one. You can see that that side also you have aldehyde, the another end also you have aldehyde, okay? And it is not ketone, okay? By seeing the C double bond, many people think that it is ketone, but it is not ketone because you have hydrogen, no? So it is not ketone. So you have to start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? So you will be getting, try it, how will you name it? So totally how many carbon atoms? 5. So what is the root word? 5, right? Pent, right? Pentane. You have to retain E because same functional group more than one time, what you are supposed to do? We have to retain E. So pentane. Now give the position pentane 1, 5 dial. Pentane 1, 5 dial. Now see the seventh one. So you start from here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now you have ethyl group here. So you have a CH2 here, you have a CH3 here. CH2, CH3 is nothing but ethyl. Okay. So how will you name now? 2-ethyl, 2-ethyl. Longest carbon chain is 5. So pentane, pentane 1, 5 dial. Okay. 2-ethyl pentane because second position you have a ethyl group. So 2-ethyl, longest carbon chain is 5. So pentane, then 1, 5 dial. Ethane, 2-ethyl pentane 1, 5 dial. Got it? Hope you guys understood. Next. Benzene ring with CHO. So benzaldehyde is the common name, okay? Benzaldehyde is the common name. So what is the IUPAC name? Separately you name it. Benzene carbaldehyde. Benzene carbaldehyde. Okay? Benzene carbaldehyde. How to name this? Always, whenever you have CHO outside the ring, always name it separately. So how will you name now? Benzene. So this is 1, this is 2. Okay. 1, 2 dicarbaldehyde. When we use carbaldehyde? Whenever okay. So when we use carbaldehyde, whenever there is a ring and you have say aldehyde, you should name it separately. Benzene separately, carbaldehyde separately. But whenever you include that CHO in numbering, then you say it as al. Okay. So what is the difference? Whenever the ring outside you have CHO, then you use carbaldehyde. Similarly, I have a normal carbon chain, but I have more than 2 CHOs. In that case, I will exclude all the CHOs from numbering and then I will name it, okay. For example, like this. This they asked in JEE exam. They asked this question. Select the longest carbon chain, 1, 2, 3. So propane, 1, 2, 3 tricarbaldehyde is the proper IUPAC. Okay? Understood? Understood what are the rules for aldehyde? How to name them? Yes? So now we will go to ketone. So how to name this ketone? Let us see. First, see now, here you have a functional group. Your functional group should get the least number, small number. So start with this, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will be pentane 2-one, because in second position you have ketone group. So therefore it is pentane 2-one. What about 12th one? Pentane 2,4 dione. Pentane 2,4 dione. So now in the 13th one, first select the longest carbon chain, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay? 3,5 dimethyl heptane 4-one. 3,5 dimethyl, okay? Generally what the students will make mistake here is they will consider this as ethyl group. Yeah, it is ethyl group, but you should select the proper longest carbon chain, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3,5 dimethyl, okay, heptane 4-one, because you have only one C double bond O, so E will not be retained there. So heptane 4-one, okay, understood? So first one pentane 2-one, because you have in the second carbon atom you have a double bond O, so it is pentane 2-one. 12th one, if you see, it is pentane 2,4 dione, and 13th one 3,5 dimethyl heptane 4-one, okay, because in the fourth carbon atom only we have a double bond O. So okay, got it? Few more we can see. So here actually acetophenone is the common name accepted as IUPAC, but what will be the proper naming? 1, 2. So 1-phenyl ethanone, okay, 1-phenyl ethanone. First carbon atom you have a benzene ring which is nothing but phenyl, okay. So 1-phenyl ethanone. Try this. How will you name this? Go with the proper IUPAC naming. So 1, 2, 3. So it is 1-phenyl propanone. 1-phenyl propanone. Now you have benzene ring, right? So it is benzophenone. Benzophenone. Okay. So acetophenone, it's nothing but 1-phenyl ethanone, 1-phenyl propanone, and 16th one is benzophenone. Okay. So ketone contains C double bond O. Of course, even in the aldehyde you can see C double bond O, but on either side of C double bond O, what is there? You have to check on that. Okay. One side R, another side H, it is aldehyde. Both sides R, it is ketone. One side R and another side OH, it is going to be acid. Alright. Now we will see acids. Okay. So you can see C double bond O on either side, one side will be R, here R is equal to H. Another side you will have OH. So basically RCOOH is carboxylic acid group, okay, should end with oic acid. So here you can see how many carbon atoms are there, only one. So it is methanoic acid, okay, cut E, methanoic acid. Actually formic acid is the common name. Formic acid is the common name. Alright. So acetic acid is the common name again. So now I will also give you some of the common names, so that sometimes in competitive exams they give common name and ask for IUPAC. Alright. For example, here the common name will be formic acid. Ant bites, it leaves this acid. CH3COOH is acetic acid, which is the common name again. What is the IUPAC name? Number of carbon atom 2, so ethanoic acid. How will you name this? How many carbon atoms are there totally? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbon atoms are there. So it is butane, cut E, introduce oic acid, butanoic acid. How will you name this? Now you have 2 COOH groups. Now how will you name it? As usual, select the longest carbon chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So it will be like butane 1,4 dioic acid. Okay, butane 1,4 dioic acid. You have COOH. This is what is the common name for this? Oxalic acid. This they asked in NEET exam also. Give the IUPAC name for oxalic acid. So how will you name this? Ethane, number of carbon atom 2. Ethane 1,2 dioic acid. So here, how will you write it? I mean, how will you name this? How many carbon atoms are there? 3, right? So it is propane. Any side you can take. Okay, 1,3 dioic acid. And what you observe here? You should retain E, because COH you have 2 times. So you have to retain E. Next. Try this. How will you name this? Select the longest carbon chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Either side you can go from top to bottom or bottom to top, unless and until the position is not changing. Okay. So how will you name this? Okay, right. So butane 1,4 dioic acid. Okay. Select the longest carbon chain, then it is butane 1,4 dioic acid. How will you name for this? Again, select the longest carbon chain, but the thing is you have more than 2 COOH groups, then exclude all the COOH from numbering. 1, 2, 3. So it is propane 1,2, 3 try carboxylic acid. Propane 1,2, 3 try carboxylic acid. So why carboxylic acid? Because you didn't include in the number. Suppose if you include in the number, how will the name will be oic acid? You understand? So since there are 3 COOH groups, we have to exclude all COOH groups from the numbering. Okay. How will you name this? Benzoic acid is the common name. how to name? I told you, if it is a ring, how will you name it? Benzene carboxylic acid, right? Benzene separately, carboxylic acid separately. Benzoic acid is the common name. Okay, but often we use only benzoic acid. Okay, but this is the proper IUPAC name for if a acid which is connected to the ring. All right. So try this. How will you name it? Select the longest carbon chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. So how will you name? Bute, because you have a double bond. Always if it's a double bond or the triple bond, we should stop with the root word. So bute. Position, second, 2 and 3, between 2 and 3 you have a double bond. So 2 En 1 oic acid. Okay, bute because 4 carbon atom and double bond is between 2 and 3. So bute 2En 1 oic acid. Bute 2En 1 oic acid. Now what about this? 1, 2, 3. So this is a benzene ring. Okay, it is used as substituent. So 3-phenyl. When benzene ring is used as substituent, we have to use the word phenyl. So 3-phenyl prop 2En 1 oic acid. Okay, 3-phenyl prop 2En 1 oic acid. So this common name is crotonic acid, crotonic acid, and this one is called cinnamic acid. Okay, so this is crotonic acid and this is cinnamic acid. Cinnamic acid is present in cinnamon. Okay, in the masala stuff, no, they add. So that contains cinnamic acid only. Okay, so cinnamic acid, what is the IUPAC name? Till now they didn't ask in any competitive exam, so there is a possibility of asking. So 3-phenyl prop 2En 1 oic acid. Okay, understood all the IUPACs of aldehydes, ketones and acids, how to name them? Yes, and different compounds, all possible. I think 27 compounds I gave you to to get a good practice of aldehydes, ketones. So sometimes they will give common name and ask for IUPAC, or they can ask you to draw the structure. Any possibilities is there in this particular IUPAC. One question sure, and this chapter has the highest weightage in organic chemistry. Among all organic chemistry, this chapter has the highest weightage. Alright, hope you guys understood. Yes, thank you students.